Hi Gemini, welcome to Carol's Universe Tarot Readings from the Heart. So this is your week ahead reading for, sorry, it's not week ahead, it's 1st to the 15th, sorry, of April 2019. Going to be doing it bi-weekly today, so for the next 2 weeks. What we're using for your reading, my darlings, I've just got this new, I'm terrible, another new deck, oh my god. I think that I'm trying to just collect as many tarot decks as I possibly can. There's one that I'm really after at the moment. It's called the Dark Mansion Tarot. Oh, man. It's not on Amazon, so I've got to find where they actually sell it. It looks stunning, though. Oh, saw it on a review yesterday on YouTube. I was like, I'm in love. Got to get it. But anyway, I saw this yesterday. A tarot reader that does a load of readings. She's really good. She does a lot of readings on Meghan and Harry. And I was watching a few of her videos yesterday, actually, in the evening time. Usually after I've finished my work for the day with clients, I then settle down and I watch different various tarot readers and what they do. Usually the ones that do the showbiz readings I find really, really interesting. She was using the Dreaming Way, and then I looked at another tarot reader and looked at their review and I thought I've got to have it. So I ordered it and it came this morning. Phenomenal. So we're just going to get one card out of this Gemini for, you know, what is it that you need to focus on for the next 2 weeks, 1st to the 15th of April. We're then going to use the Everyday Enchantment Tarot to fill in the background on that past focus going into the 2 weeks, and then the advice through the Everyday Enchantment Tarot by Poppy Palin. We're going to use the Tea Leaf Fortune cards, 3 more cards just for some general advice, and we're using the Wheel of the Year Tarot as well. Just 5 cards out of this, anything else that the universe wants you to know coming in, okay? Just in case like the first reading doesn't resonate, then we look at the other information that comes in. And for your spiritual advice, we'll either use the Answer is Simple Oracle cards by Sonia Choquette, I think you pronounce it like that, or one of my I love this guy, I've got about 3 of his decks. We're going to use either that or the Coal Grey Angels and Ancestors Oracle cards. Amazing, this guy's for your spiritual advice. So without further ado, let's shuffle. Universe Spirit, what is it that you, what are you asking Geminis to focus on for the next 2 weeks? 1st to the 15th of April, what should Gemini be focusing on? 1st to the 15th of April 2019, what should Gemini be focusing on? Show me in one card. You need to focus on the Magician. Wow. That's incredible. Yeah, you need to focus on being the magician. What are your skills? What are your talents? What are your abilities? Basically, the magician for me isn't just about your skills and your talents and your abilities. It's what have you got in your arsenal? And when I say what have you got in your arsenal, what have you got? What have you got that you could use to create something new, or create some form of, or create some form of path going forward, okay? So when you're focusing on the magician, yeah, magicians can be illusionists, they can be liars, they can be deceivers in the upright. So maybe you need to watch somebody's behavior, especially if there is somebody around you who you're kind of like, oh yeah, they're too good to be true, you know, because the magician is an illusionist. So sometimes if this type of person comes into your life, they can generally be a little bit, they can be dynamic and interesting and funny and conversational, and they dress really well. They've got an amazing sense of style. Style icons within the tarot are your magicians, your charioteers, your Queen of Wands, your empresses, your Page of Swords, your Page of Cups, your Queen of Cups. Those people love fashion. So this person would be the whole package, but sometimes it can be a little bit, you know, too much. Sometimes it can be too good to be true. So sometimes you might need to focus on whether somebody's telling you the truth or not, because the magician can sometimes be like a high priestess that there's a veil there and somebody's kind of keeping the truth from you. But remember, the Gemini, the magician can represent a Gemini or a Virgo, all right? It's ruled by Mercury. So Mercury is the planet of agile thinking and also communication. So you need to focus also probably on communication. Communicating with people. Maybe it's to me this is like quick communication with the magician as well. It's sending those sound bites out there, you know. It's just a quick text, I'm okay, how you doing? Maybe the energy that you need to focus on for the next 2 weeks, Gemini, is tapping in with people that you haven't seen in a while as well with the magician. But getting back to where I talked about what is it that you have in your arsenal, this card often comes up when we are, it's like the Fool. It's almost like when we're on a path, this new path where we're saying, yeah, there's something new that I want to do. There's something new that I want to create. What do I have? For example, back in 2010, I was living in a bedsit. I'd moved from Birmingham. I'd had a variety of office jobs that I absolutely detested. I'd moved from Birmingham to Milton Keynes, where I now live, just down the road, about 15-20 minutes now. I've moved into a really nice apartment. I lived out where I've been for the past 3 years. But before that, I was living at my twin sister's place, and before that, I was living in a garage, and I had no money at all. I was working from home for a variety of companies. Too many bills to pay, not enough money coming in. And I remember thinking to myself, how am I going to make more money? Because I don't have the rent. I remember saying to myself back then, I don't have the money to pay the rent. And I remember, I don't know whether you guys know this, but this channel used to be a makeup channel before it was a tarot reading channel. So I used to do makeup on YouTube. I didn't have many subscribers. To be honest with you, I've got makeup on. I don't wear a lot of makeup. I don't wear foundation or any of that stuff. But what I tend to do is I just put the basics on of makeup. As long as my skin is a little bit warmed with a bit of powder and a bit of blush and a little bit of mascara, not a lot, bit of concealer, lipstick, that's it for me. And eyebrows, and they're not doing very well. Somebody wants to add stick eyebrows, but that's by the by. What I'm trying to say is I wasn't very good at that makeup channel. However, for the makeup channel, I remember having bought these powders called Ben Nye powders. They were all the rage. Kim Kardashian was wearing it, everything. And I remember having no money and thinking, shit, what can I use to make money? And I was sitting down and I thought, oh God. And then I looked down and I saw this box and it had about 10, 12 powders, different coloured powders in there for black skin. And I looked and I thought, that's what I've got in my arsenal, magician. I didn't do tarot back then, but that's the magician. That's what the magician does. Not just about what you've got, not just your skills. What have I got? What have I got that I could use to create money? Have I got something in the garage, for example? Have I got, you know, have I got a particular creative skill, for example? Maybe I'm good at painting or drawing. Maybe I could set something up where I do drawings and I charge, you know, £5 per drawing or something. It's whatever you've got. And what I did was I've always been very entrepreneurial. So as I did with because I'd always run my own businesses, always. A lot of them didn't do very well because I wasn't particularly interested in them. This one did okay. From a box of, I think, £70 worth of powders, I made, by the end of, I did my research, which is what the magician does. I looked on eBay, what are they doing with these powders? I saw people selling the powders in samples. Had about £10 left in my bank account, took it out, went to the market, bought little sachets, bought envelopes, bought stamps, and I bought a little scale for about £1.50 in the market, I remember. Started weighing out the powders. I had some equipment where I could take pictures because I was using equipment to make YouTube videos that I wasn't getting paid for or anything. And started taking pictures of myself, presenting myself with the makeup on then and now. And got an eBay account, and within 3 months I'd made £2,500, £3,000 just from selling the powders and then reinvesting the money into other products. That's how I'm quite a good business person. I'm quite good with making money through business. This is what magicians do. I know that was a bit of a long-winded thing, but I'm trying to hone something into you. When you need to focus on the magician, it's not just about your skills. Everything comes together. I sold powders made from 70 quid over £3,000 within a 3-month period from £70. I generated a lot of money, okay, from having something small, I made something big. And that's what the magician is. It's about creating something out of nothing. So you need to focus on creating, Gemini, something out of nothing. It doesn't matter what you've got. It doesn't matter how big it is. It doesn't matter how small it is. It doesn't matter whether, you know, you've got a big reach or a small reach. The magician, the ethos of the magician card for me is simply just do something. Just do something. Just get moving. Just do something. That's all it is with this card, and that's where the focus needs to be. Let's have a look at what happened in the past around this situation. So, very quickly, we spoke about just creating something from nothing, and I think this was the advice for another sign. Because in the past, Geminis, you guys, Four of Swords, you did a lot of kind of contemplation. Some of you guys didn't take any action. Four of Swords is a non-reactionary card. You could have a war going on around you with the Four of Swords, and this guy would just still sit there and do nothing. He'd just sit and say, yeah, don't worry, God's going to come and save me, don't worry. But he doesn't know he can save himself some of the time. And sometimes the Four of Swords is just about sitting back and doing nothing. It's about quiet contemplation. So some of you guys, it might be that you were contemplating something here. In the past, you weren't taking any action. You weren't ready to take action. Instead, you sat back and you thought. With the Four of Swords energy showing here. 8 of Coins. Well, this is all about a skill. So some of you guys, it might be that you, with this Four of Swords, sat down and contemplated. Well, you contemplated. Maybe this was something to do with what your skills were. Maybe you were contemplating new plans being put into action with the Eight of Coins. Maybe you were contemplating your craft, crafting out maybe a new career with the Eight of Coins energy in the past. And some of you guys contemplated crafting a new career with the Eight of Coins, working on a new career with the Eight of Coins energy, because the Eight of Coins is all about the work and it's all about learning a skill. So some of you guys sat back and thought, okay, I want to learn something new here. Maybe I want to go to a workshop. Maybe I want to go into, you know, a new career here, because the Eight of Coins is career and it's work. Maybe the Eight of Coins is also about crafting things out. You can see here he's working with wood and he's crafting something out. So some of you guys took a step back with the Four of Swords and thought about crafting a new career with the Eight of Coins energy showing here. Yeah, Page of Wands energy. So this is all about exploration. Some of you guys thought about crafting out a career in the media, for example, with the Page of Wands energy. So doing media-related things with the Page of Wands. Some of you guys might have thought about crafting out a career in presentation with the Page of Wands energy. Maybe working in children's TV, or maybe working on YouTube, or working in some form of media-driven, platform with the Page of Wands energy. Some of you guys thought about crafting a new creative path. Because, or working with the Eight of Coins in a new creative path with the Page of Wands. It could have been in fashion. Usually the Page of Wands is media, so it's TV and it's radio. It's not so much psychological or anything like that, or anything to do with legal stuff. It's creative. So this is a new path, maybe in fashion or TV, you know, YouTube, that type of thing. Presenting your skills with the Page of Wands energy showing there. Some of you guys thought about that in the past. Now, going forward into the next 2 weeks, Gemini, for you guys, the thought process for some of you guys will be on the Seven of Cups. So you've got a lot of choices here with the Seven of Cups to make. There are other avenues and other options that you're looking at. So I feel that with the Seven of Cups, really, this is all about expansion. Because I think that in the past, you decided with the Four of Swords energy, you took a step back to contemplate working on a new creative path with this Page of Wands, maybe working within the media, maybe crafting a career out. Craft is also the Eight of Coins. Crafting a career in the media, for example, with the Page of Wands energy. And I feel that with the Seven of Cups, you've really kind of thought about broadening your horizon. So this is all about expansion and looking at your options with the Seven of Cups energy in terms of kind of moving forward, Knight of Wands energy, pursuing more. If you look at the Knight of Wands, it's ruled by Sagittarius. Sagittarius is Jupiter, so that's the planet of expansion. I'm just trying a little bit of astrology stuff. I'm learning that at the moment. So Jupiter is the planet of expansion and giddiness and luck and all the rest of it. So this is all about you guys looking at your options in terms of expanding on this with the Knight of Wands energy, expanding your luck, expanding on the territory that you've already kind of devised in the lower cards here. But also maybe some of you guys are looking at the option for travel concerning this energy showing up, you know, in the next couple of weeks with that Knight of Wands energy. And there you go. Oh my God, look, Magician showed again. It's the top and it's here as well. It's showing up twice. Okay, and it's going to require you to put some work and effort into this. It's going to require you to use all the resources that you have to start planting these seeds, because the Magician is number one. So what we're doing with the Magician is, on this Magician here, you can see, this is why I love the Poppy Paling deck, because she's really realistic. This is all about using the resources. You don't have to have lots of things, but you've got to have just something that you can use to start planting the seeds and developing this thing. Okay, so you got this Knight of Wands and this Seven of Cups, where the Seven of Cups says to me, you've been looking at your options in terms of expanding on this particular path. So you're looking at growing bigger. For some of you guys who've established something already, you're saying, how can I expand on this? How can I expand my money? How can I expand my reach? And what I'm going to do with the Magician energy is I'm going to kind of take everything that I've learned, all of my skills, all of my resources, maybe the money that I've earned thus far, and I'm going to kind of plow that into it and maybe expand on it. The advice going into this situation, Gemini, for the next 2 weeks from the universe is simply, yeah, the Fool. Take that opportunity. Take that leap of faith with the Fool energy showing up here. So that's advice card number one. It's telling you to take that leap of faith with the Fool energy. All right, and you've got to kind of stick with it, the Seven of Wands. Okay, also I feel with the Seven of Wands energy, if you are faced with challenges, or if you are faced with people telling you no, or people who are kind of trying to stop you from this flow, I feel that you need to, with this full energy, you need to just focus on the opportunity and ignore. Because the Fool's goes back to the Seven of Wands. I feel that you, also, I think a couple of things. I think number one, I feel the advice is to focus on the opportunity to do this with the full energy showing here, to take that risk, to ignore the naysayers, the people who protest and say don't do it. It's a big risk to take, because I think it very well could pay off. I feel that also there is an opportunity, the advice is that there is an opportunity for you to really become quite an authority figure in this area that you're going for. I feel that you have the opportunity with the full energy to rise above everybody else, and it's not in an arrogant way, but look, whatever this is, and I think it's an opportunity to really kind of shine your light and show who you are, especially in the area of a business for some of you Geminis. I feel it's going to be a chance for you to rise above your competitors as well with the Seven of Wands energy. I think it's a chance with that full energy as well to prove yourself within this area with the Seven of Wands energy for some of you guys. That's the advice showing up there. By expanding your horizons, the Three of Wands energy showing here. All right. I'm going to put the camera down. So the Three of Wands is all about expanding those horizons. It's about casting your net further with the Three of Wands energy. It's about networking. It's about initiating those plans. So remember, with the Three of Wands, we start with the Ace. It's the idea. Then the Two of Wands is you're putting the plan together. And then the Three of Wands, you're initiating that plan. You're developing it. Threes represent development and initiation. So you're starting to develop and initiate things. You're starting to promote. Three of Wands is also about promotion. So you have the opportunity to rise above and to show your strength, to show your ability by promoting yourself with the Three of Wands energy showing here. Okay, to rise above everyone and everything, to rise above your competitors by really getting yourself out there and promoting yourself to others. This looks like a worldwide thing for Gemini to me. It looks like you start from something small here, because I feel that you already started something. We're going to hone down on the cards. Just bear with me and we'll discuss this a little more. Okay, guys, I think you should be able to see those cards, guys. Yeah. All right, here we go. So this is the layout, okay? And, you know, I said that for the next 2 weeks, Gemini, your focus really needs to be on your strength. The Magician is powerful. He's strong. He holds the power within his hands to bend any type of energy to his will. So it simply means that if things are difficult, you can bend that, you can manipulate that difficulty, and you can turn it to your advantage. That's what he does, the Magician. He can turn any situation to his advantage. When the Magician shows up for me, because I read what I like to call realistic tarot, I like to say, like to look at different kind of avenues of the card. I like to look at the cards from all sorts of directions. So the Magician for me isn't just about, that's it, clap your fingers and it's all there. The Magician takes hard work as well. It's not the end of the major arcana, it's the beginning. It comes after the full energy. All right, so with the Magician energy, it's saying, look, you have the tools, you've got the resources. What have you got in your arsenal? What can you use? What is it? What strengths do you have? What capabilities do you have? What power do you hold to manipulate, change, to bring about manifestation of different things with the Magician energy? Because the universe says that what you think about, you bring about, but it takes action. You know, it takes action in order to see the manifestation and things becoming to reality. And that's where the focus needs to be. What have you got in your arsenal, Gemini, in the next 2 weeks? What power do you hold? What resources do you hold? What skills do you hold? What abilities do you hold? What experience do you hold? What knowledge do you hold? What education do you hold? What qualities do you have that you can use to start to manifest something into your reality through, of course, taking divine action? All right. Now, in the past, you guys were contemplating working. The Age of Coins is all about the work that we do. So you were contemplating working on a new enterprise. Page of Wands is a new enterprise, a new creative enterprise. Some of you have been contemplating working on something media related, Page of Wands energy. Maybe this is working on your speech. You know, the Page of Wands is speech card, so it's all about being confident enough to get out there, and it's public speaking with the Page of Wands as well. So some of you guys were contemplating working on something whereby maybe speaking to an audience, maybe with the Page of Wands energy. Maybe you're speaking to an audience. Maybe if you do YouTube or something like that, you're saying, well, how I'm contemplating now working on being far more kind of, you know, interconnected with an audience, where I'm literally on a podium, I'm talking to people in front of me, there's an audience in front of me. The Page of Wands loves nothing more than an audience. This is speech, so you've concentrating with the Eight of Coins on working on a new creative endeavour, a new creative enterprise, working something in the media. It's got to do with maybe something more like your Facebook, your Twitter, your Snapchat, that type of thing, kind of doing all of the kind of interconnecting there. But also maybe this is something kind of communication orientated, where you're actually speaking to a live audience, maybe for some of you guys with that Page of Wands. You've heavily, you know, thought about this, and some of you guys are probably contemplating also maybe taking a course with the Eight of Coins energy, because Eight of Coins is also learning like a skill and that type of thing, or learning a craft, or getting or crafting out. Crafting out is the Eight of Coins as well. A career in the media, or a new creative venture and that type of thing. There's something new here you guys are doing, and you've thought about it for quite a while. It's either something that you're adding on to something that you're doing right now, or something new. Well, right now, the universe is saying that your thought processes is on the various options presented before you, on how you move forward in this particular venture, showing here. Okay, so some of you guys are considering your options and how you move forward in this venture, and how you actually start it. You know, how you plant the seeds and start developing on this thing with the Magician energy. I feel if this is something that you're building on already, then you're looking at your options and ways that you can expand with the Knight of Wands energy. Expand your reach, for example, with the Page of Wands energy. Expand your money, expand your luck. But it's going to take hard work with the Magician energy, because you're still going to need to use some of your resources to get this thing started. And I think that obviously, because this is kind of like where your focus is for the next 2 weeks, this is what you're thinking of. Well, the advice is take the risk with the Fool energy. Take the risk. For some of you guys, stand against the naysayers. There will be people around you that might say, this is stupid. You know, why would you want to do a course in this when you've got a perfectly good job? And you might be well on board of the job. I want to do a course in this so I can go and do something else. And somebody might be, well, you're stupid. Why are you doing that? You know, you've got a job. Well, you've got to ignore that. You know, you've got to take a stand against it. You've got to go for your dreams with the Fool energy. Fool turning its back on a card is ignoring it. So you've got to take a risk, maybe ignore naysayers with the Seven of Wands energy, but also take a risk, because it might be that if you take this opportunity, it'll be an opportunity for you to rise above your competitors, especially if you're looking at maybe diversifying in business. It's a chance for you to stand against, you know, to rise above your competitors. The Seven of Wands also means recognition from others. When you get the Seven of Wands, it can be that the people who are usually the 7 wands, the 6 wands below this person here who's got the 7th one, this is desire. So it's an opportunity maybe to get more customers as well with the 7 of Wands energy. All right, possibly worldwide. 3 of Wands is from afar. So for some of you guys, if you do this, if this is you building already on a customer base, it might be that this provides you with an opportunity with the Fool to gain more customers with the 7 of Wands worldwide. 3 of Wands energy, worldwide customers, for example, showing you're attracting in worldwide customers. All right, so this is a really good opportunity for you guys to go for. Whichever way you want to look at it, it's a really good opportunity. This is also an opportunity, I feel, with the Fool, especially maybe if this is something educational that you're going for example, and maybe you're looking at your options. It could be for travel, for example, with the Knight of Wands energy showing here. Maybe the outcome cards are saying, well, yeah, go for it, because this can, Fools can represent travel as well. Because so the advice is, yeah, go for it. Go and take that leap of faith. Go and do the thing that you've not done before with the Fool energy. It's going to bring you a sense of confidence. And it's going to also expand your worldview, okay, with the 3 of Wands energy, all right? You know, and it's good. 3 of Wands is also the future, the long-term view. So the 7 of Wands, it could be that it gives you more confidence in terms of the future and in terms of your long-term view as well. Because the 7 of Wands person usually stands above 6 Wands, so it sees a lot clearer. The distance is a lot clearer for what it sees. This is an excellent opportunity. Whatever this is, it's an excellent opportunity to go for. And I would urge any of you, if it resonates with you, just to go for it. Because I think it's going to turn out very well. Remember, it's going to take work, because you've got that Magician there. Nothing came from nothing, but you're creating something from nothing. You know, you're creating something from, no matter how big, what you've got, what you don't have, you must have something with the Magician energy that you can use to create the life of your dreams. Go for it. Whatever it is, go for it. Okay. Let's have a look at your 5 of the 5 cards for advice. Universe, Spirit, what is the 5 cards? Just show me in 5 cards any further advice you've got for that came out. Okay, 4 more cards please. Any further advice for the next 2 weeks for Gemini? Any further advice for Gemini? Show me in 4 more cards please. Any further advice for Gemini? Show me. Okay, so we've got 1, 2, 3 and 4. Okay, let's have a look. Right, you've got the 9 of coins in the reverse. Alright, so the 9 of coins in the reverse, some of you guys might be changing property potentially with the 9 of coins in the reverse showing here. There could be a property change. Are these meant to be reversed? No, I'm sorry, my God, they're not meant to be reversed. I do apologise. They're actually not meant to be reversed. Yeah, they're definitely not meant to. Oh, okay, that one's meant to be reversed. Okay, those ones weren't. I think I put them down the wrong way. Okay, so you've got the, but that 9 of coins, sorry, it did actually come out reverse. It toppled out reverse, so that was right. But the other ones weren't meant to be reversed. 9 of coins, we'll go with that. 9 of coins reverse. Change of property for some of you guys. Some of you guys, be careful that you're not losing money this week. 9 of coins reverse can be that you're losing money or losing savings. Sometimes this can be spending your money badly or spending it on a business deal that goes wrong. 9 of coins reverse. Sometimes this is where, you know, this is the fruits of your labour, but you're not seeing the fruits of your labour with the 9 of coins in the reverse showing up here. It's a lack of security and stability financially with that 9 of coins reverse. The Page of Wands shows up here. So you might receive some news. Page of Wands is, you know, if you look at the Page of Wands, can you see how she's kind of looking across at the 9 of coins energy showing it? But the Page of Wands is usually information coming through. Might be receiving some news. 9 of coins reverse could be something to do with financial loss, unfortunately, is the 9 of coins. Maybe there's some news coming in about some financial loss. Usually it talks about Page of Wands being good news. But it depends. You know, I think that news is news. Sometimes you can get, but this is in the nicest. If you receive bad news, like such a card with the Page of Wands, it's usually the letter is coming through. It's a really nice letter. So it might be that maybe something hasn't come to fruition. Maybe you haven't got the investment through yet with the 9 of coins in the reverse. Maybe you didn't make as much money on an investment, for example, and you're receiving a very nice letter with the Page of Wands energy that your investment wasn't as much as it was last year, that type of thing. So it's just a nice letter explaining something not very nice. What's the next card? There's an agreement here, though. 2 of Cups coming in. Could be a relationship, an agreement, could be in a celebration here. An agreement with the world energy. So the world energy is about the ending of a phase. So you might be agreeing to end a phase. Might be some of you guys are receiving news that some form of financial investment's fallen through. Might be something to do with a pension scheme or money that you were meant to be getting through via an investment. Maybe you didn't get through as much with the 9 of coins in reverse. You might decide with the 2 of Cups energy maybe to end some form of an agreement or a partnership, because worlds mean the endings of phase, but also worlds mean the greatest. They mean, you know, a big goal being achieved. So some of you guys might be achieving a goal in terms of a relationship here with the 2 of Cups. The 2 of Cups and the world energy, this is the best relationship that you can possibly have here. 7 of Cups in the reverse, something becomes a reality here. So it could be for some of you guys, it might be that for some of you guys, and also the 9 of coins references when it's reversed, somebody no longer wants to be single as well. If it's love, so 9 of coins in the upright talks about somebody who doesn't want an exclusive relationship. Well, it might be here that somebody's communicating and telling you that they're ready for a relationship now as well over the next 2 weeks with these cards, because this is communication, and this 9 of coins can be, I'm ready for a relationship. I don't want to be on my own anymore. So somebody might be communicating that they're ready for a relationship with you. It might be finally that you actually achieve a relationship here with this person here. So this is like the goal is being achieved here, in which with the 7 of Cups energy, the relationship now becomes the reality. 7 of Cups can be something is out of reach. It's a bit of a, you know, it's a bit of a dream, but in the reverse, it now becomes a reality. So it might be that your goal of being with in a relationship with someone is now becoming a reality. We'll go through that again. Two things I'm picking up on with these 5 cards here, Gemini, for the 1st to the 15th of April, is that for some of you guys, there might be some news coming in. It's in the nicest possible way, though. Maybe there's some form of an investment that's fallen through. You've lost some money in a deal, potentially, for some of you guys. Might be that you agree with the Two of Cups to end your alliance, for example, with a bank or with an investment company. Once that happens, for example, once you know the truth, I guess, with the Seven of Cups in the reverse, all right? Might be also that you're, with the Seven of Cups in the reverse, you're kind of reducing your options as well down. So you're cutting certain things out with the Seven of Cups energy. Because Seven of Cups in the reverse can also mean that you've got this massive portfolio and you might be cutting certain things out of your portfolio if they're not working for you. So you might be doing that there. The other thing to say, this might be a love thing. You do have the Two of Cups in the world energy showing here as well. The greatest relationship, achieving a goal in terms of relationship. It might be that somebody's telling you that they're now ready to be with you with these energies here. This is the person who now no longer wants to be on their own. They want to be in a relationship, and with the Page of Wands, they might be literally directly telling you that. Achieving finally the relationship of a lifetime here, and realizing that. So realizing that you're now going to have the relationship of a lifetime with the world and the Two of Cups as well. Very, very, very nice energies showing up here for you guys. We're going to just get, whoopsie daisy, my cards are all just about to fall all over the floor, which would have been an absolute travesty. Let's have a look at the tea leaf cards, guys, and see what the tea leaf cards are saying for Gemini over the next sort of 2 weeks, 1st to the 15th. In 3 cards, what's the advice for Gemini? In 3 cards, the advice for Gemini between the 1st and the 15th of April 2019. In 3 cards. So in card number 1, Dragon. Beware of self-delusion, though. Alright, so you've got to beware of self-delusion. Don't delude yourself over a matter, okay? That's what the Seven of Cups in the reverse is. Get realistic as well. Okay, though I don't think it kind of relates to that. What else do they have to tell you for the next 2 weeks as well? Next card is Quill. Get back to basics. All right. So I feel that with these 2 cards, you need to beware of self-delusion, and you need to be honest with yourself with the get back to basics with the pen. So this is all about writing down your intentions. All right, there's one thing to dream about what you want to do. There's another thing to do with writing down things so it gets clear. All right, so you have clear present intentions there that you can work towards, clear goals. So I feel that you need to get rid of, beware of deluding yourself over matters, and just be honest with yourself. Write everything down so you can see it in black and white, and so it's like an accessible goal for you to work towards. And what's the final card showing up here? It is the Broom. New home, new attitude. So you're sweeping things clean as well. It's time to sweep things clean. Could literally be a new home and a new attitude for some of you guys, but I get the impression here it's just kind of like it's very linear. The story is, the narrative is, you need to get rid of self-delusion. You need to start getting back to basics. Write everything down. Write down what your intentions are, what your goals are going forward, so that you have something that you can really work towards, and just start sweeping through all of those cobwebs. It's all about having a spring clean of the mind and the body in the next 2 weeks, Gemini. All right, my darlings, that is your reading for the next 2 weeks, 1st to the 15th of April 2019. Oh, spiritual advice, nearly forgot that. Let's have a look through the Coal Grey. Finally, what's the spiritual advice from the Coal Grey cards? So, Universe Spirit, what is the advice for Gemini? Spiritual advice for the next 2 weeks, 1st to the 15th of April 2019. Show me. Okay, so your spiritual advice is sage, be devoted and committed, and that's exactly what it's saying in the first reading with the Magician. If you want to create some form of magic in your life, if you want to create a reality, a different reality from the one that you're living right now, Gemini, you've got to be devoted and committed to it. There's no point in kind of being 1 minute on and 1 minute off. It's a path for life, and if you are going to use the tools that the Magician says that you're going to use, the tools that you have in your arsenal, it's always wise to be committed, because that's the only way that you're going to have long-term success. That's what the universe does. It acts as a mirror. If you're not committed to what you do, then the universe won't give you the results that you seek. You've got to be committed. So be devoted and committed to whatever it is that you're doing over the next 2 weeks and going forward. All right, that is your reading, my darlings. If you'd like to order a private reading with me, you can click on the eye above. It's on the right or left. It will take you through to a link. It will show a link, and then you can click through and go straight through to my website. Thanks for your time, my darlings. Love you. Bye-bye.